Yeah, just talking about how I market the Dolls franchise of films. When you don't have budgets, then you don't have what the industry has, so you can't throw money at the problem. So got to get really creative. But actually, building the franchise is the marketing itself. That's the whole point. Doing several films, telling a story through one, two, three, four, five, and beyond, and then the novels and the graphic novels and spin-off shots, etc. That's the sort of marketing. Somebody might not see the first film for years, but they discover the third film, or they might read the novel and they don't know the films even exist, and then go and look online to see that those films exist. Or somebody might see a little spin-off short, an AI short, and then that takes them towards the films. You know, for me, the marketing's always kind of storytelling marketing. That's always the best sort of marketing because it's no marketing. You're telling a story. Me talking in these vlogs is not the marketing of the film. This is me building my own personal brand. But it's over time. It takes time. These things take time. And one film markets the next film and markets the next film. It's different if you're making a single film and then you're moving on to a different type of film, different genre, whatever. Then you're kind of leaving that behind. But when you're building a universe and you're building a story world, it's like I'm going to do at the end of the year, I'm going to start doing little 5 minute shorts. And in fact, I think I posted one, probably post one today. It's not a short, it's just a little clip. But within the Dolls universe, then once the films are out there and the films are getting made to help fuel that, to help market the films, these little 5 minute stories that are to do with the Dolls characters and spin offs and Mia does hits on people, etc. Those can be standalone little shorts, but they're in the Dolls universe, and people could discover those and go, "What the hell is this?" And then they go and they find the films, they find the novels. So it's creative marketing, and that can travel, and that's really fun to do, and it makes it fun to do rather than spamming people and saying, "Watch my film, here's a poster." They can be 100% created with AI, and you can do action stuff in them, and that would cost you thousands and an absolute fortune you wouldn't be able to do. But this is where AI comes in. If you make AI shots that promote the features that you make, the features that I make with actors. And I've got the next film going out, and obviously I'm going to try and do a screening and all that stuff for a big push for the third film. But there's so many creative ways to market. And that's what's the fun about building a universe, and that's the fun side that I find with AI, that I can create these AI short films that I'm going to create, and they tell stories, and these stories can lead into the main features. And of course, if the novels do well, that's a different story completely. They could really do well on their own. So, yeah, but you got to build. You got to build over time. You got to keep growing. You got to keep growing. It's nothing that's going to happen overnight, unless you're going to throw 100 million at the fucking problem that Hollywood does. They don't throw creativity at the problem. They throw money at the problem. When you don't have money, you have to throw creativity, innovation, use the technology, and that's why I don't hate in this AI stuff. It's incredible, but everybody just hates in it. But it actually can empower you if you use it right.